Hello, friends. Many had asked me how to study for longer hours. So, in this video, we will see how to study for a longer number of period. For example, you can have a timetable. Morning 7 to 8, you can have newspaper. 8 to 10, constitution, polity. 10 to 12, geography. And 12 to 2, you can have history. Any history, modern, medieval, and or the ancient part. And 2 to 4, you can have an environmental session. And from 4 to 6, if you think about it, it can be a session for science and technology. And the most important part comes after this, which is 6 to 8. Okay, 6 to 8 should be a revision part. So where all these things that you have read, that should be revised. But the point is that if you keep doing this, 8 to 10. So 8 to 10, the thing is that you can ask your roommate to call an ambulance. So 108, you can dial an 108. The ambulance will be there in, I think, within half an hour. So if you are able to do all the revision, all these things which I have listed down in one day, in 2 3 days, I am very sure you can call an ambulance and you can you can you can do or as the doctor's advice, you can do whatever thing that the doctor says. See, whether it is possible to study for this long, or whether it is actually good to think about all these things, time and get worried and anxious, and think about whether the toppers have done this, whether that person who is cleared has done this. So, should we also do the same thing? Whether all these are necessary, we'll see in this video. So, let us go into the video. So, is it possible, for example, to study 25 hours? Yes, I think it is theoretically possible. I was reading this book called as The Frequently Asked Questions about the Universe, written by George Cham and Daniel Whiteson. And there is also one other book by Walter Isaacson. He writes these biographies about Steve Jobs, Leonardo da Vinci, and many other biographies he writes. And he has written a book on Einstein also. In that, he says that yes, according to Einstein, it is possible to study for 25 hours. And if you only one condition is there, either you have to be friends with Elon Musk, or you have to be friends with someone from ISRO, so that you have to get on the spacecraft and then move on a very high speed. And when you go on a very high speed, the time period inside the spacecraft will reduce, and as a result of which, like that interstellar movie, you can very well study for 25 hours, because the time period will be more in that aircraft, so you will have a more productive session. So this is the only case. But this, you think about this obsession about reading more hours, or how many hours, because there are so many things I saw. For example, somebody says that have a very proper schedule, like the schedule which I said, like the initial introduction. You can have an Excel sheet. In that Excel sheet, you can mark, for example, today I studied 8 hours, tomorrow I studied 10 hours, day before yesterday I studied only 6 hours. Oh, less productive week. So we can, next week you can change that, so that it will be a very productive thing. Or somebody comes and tells you, no, nothing is required, don't you don't have to, you wake up at whatever time you want, sleep at whatever time you want, you do whatever you want. But this obsession, see, when somebody says, you think about it, when somebody says they studied for 8 hours, when somebody says they studied for 10 hours, is it possible to validate? You think about it. Even, for example, yesterday, what I ate, okay, what I ate, whom we met, is it possible to remember that? Or isn't, in the sense that scientists have the, in the sense that scientists say there are so many cognitive biases, in the sense we try to over exaggerate what we do. So when I study for some amount of time, I will be exaggerating that amount. So I will, for example, for example, if I say I study for 25 hours a day in UPSC, tomorrow I will come and say in the class, I will say, is it possible to validate, is it possible to verify? Or The issue is that, okay, I will issue here is that who is clearing that person, what he says, that is the point, right? So I'll ask some of my friends who are in service, I'll ask them to come and give a pep talk. They will definitely give a pep talk. In that, I will suggest them, please tell 8 hours a day. I'll tell them. They'll also say, what is in the sense that, see, but the point is that, yes, it might seem like we have studied for all the time, but you think about this, whether it is possible in a day, whether we were able to study for that much amount of time. Is it possible to calculate? Is it possible to verify each time and you mark it in an Excel sheet, you get a sign? Is this work of an IAS officer? You think about it. In a sense, what I'm trying to say is that there are see why this is why this issue is very essential is that there is a book by Why Zebras Do Not Get Ulcers by Robert Steplowski. Why do they do not have ulcers? What he says is that this is a very anxiously stressful things that we are dealing with. These are all very, this examination and things like that are very stressful. And that is why, if you see, during that stress, the hormones and enzymes necessary for fighting and flight, it is called as flight and fight mode, it will be secreted. That is secreted for a very small time, it is okay. But if it is secreted for a very long time, it is very unhealthy. That is what he's saying in the book. This is what is creating that stress, and this is what is creating a lot of mental health problems. And this comes starting here. Why to be obsessed with this time? And see, you have studied 12th standard, you have studied college, you very well know how to manage your time. You please be confident, or you can think about how you managed the 12th standard or college. Then you can make an assessment of what to read, how to read. In the sense that this examination is not only an examination for this clearing this part, it is for a whole life. For example, it is the how you behave, how you're going to be an officer. For example, I've seen Gagandeep Singh Bedi sir, the Tamil Nadu IAS officer. Once I have met, or I saw him in the Delhi Tamil Nadu house. When I was going for the interview, I saw him. It's not like I met him. He was standing there, and I was standing little away, and I was watching how he was handling. In the sense that at that moment in the corridor of Tamil Nadu House, four people, different subordinates of him had come for different things. One came with some personal issue. One came with his wife. One came with some leave that he wanted. One came with an issue that the minister was concerned, and one came with an office work. So many different things were there. And you know what? At the same moment, I saw him handling that every issue correctly. He was not angry. He was not like spiteful, and he was talking in Tamil. That is see, in the sense, he was talking to each subordinate in the language they were talking. So he was talking Tamil, English. It was like watching really a nice officer. See, those are the inspiration. And if you happen to see, when you are obsessed with this time framework and things like that, whether you will become an officer or whether you will be obsessed with this only time, or in the sense that, see, what I'm trying to say is that officers like them can be the thing that we can emulate, right? We should think about those officers. Or for example, my friends were there. I'll tell you in the sense how many hours they studied. So for example, there was Balaji. Okay, Balaji is my favorite, so I will start with him also, because we'll be studying. So the clock will tick 12 o'clock, 12:30. Okay, Balaji will be like, "Hey, light up pasikidhu," in the sense that I am a little hungry. So we'll go to that. There is a restaurant in Nungambakam. Twilight, I do not know whether it is open now. Twilight will be open till 6 a.m. or something. So we'll get some fried rice and we'll come to the room. And the bad habit of Balaji is that every day one movie, definitely one movie. And that movie, he will make me watch also. I will be saying, Balaji, I do not like that movie now. So, but he will make me watch that movie also. And we have watched the boring of the boring movies also. And we used to make in the sense that we used to be having fun, and in the sense we would assess those things. And there was a movie J Beam. I made that assessment based on GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you happen to see, the ideas were at that time when we were in the room, we used to have the psychological terms. We were reading psychology with psychological terms. We used to make fun of those movies, and it was a fun time, So in the sense, what I'm trying to say is that, see, full studying, full night studying, whether they did, whether Balaji did, I do not know. But he's an officer now. And one more person, one more favorite person is MEG Kannan. Okay, MEG Kannan is a Indian Forest Service officer. He's in Kerala right now. So what he used to do is that he used to be with laptops, and I used to be sometimes in the morning, so 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. His eyes would be so red. Okay, I would be like, MEG, what, ra? Why are you studying this much, ra? Please take some rest. You can sleep. But he will be like with the laptop only. He will be like, okay, and then laptop. Then the point is that I'll be like, okay, he's studying. So slightly I'll go and see what he is doing in the laptop. He will be playing. He will be playing something, in the sense that, oh, this is what you have been doing all night. I would be asking him, in the sense, see, but the point is that I'm not saying they were irresponsible or something like that. I'm saying they did what was necessary. This exam, they did not worry about this many hours we have to study, that many hours, that topper said this thing, this topper that said that thing. Oh, nothing. They studied for how much ever possible how much ever possible for them to clear this exam, and they did that. And they also did, for example, meeting friends, talking to people. Yes, they did that. See, this is what you should also understand. And one more person was Saravana Vivek. He is an IPS officer in Odisha right now. He was the most fittest person. You can check the Instagram also. Even today, he is the most fittest person I have seen. He was the person who, for example, I used to tell him, doctor. He is a doctor by profession. I used to tell him, doctor, the stress is over, doctor. I am not able to sleep properly. Then he only used to suggest me. He only suggested me go for walking. I was like 90 kilos or something. He was the person, I remember very well. He was the person, he came and told me, do not be like this. You please go for walking. I said, without that, how would I clear? See, you clear whatever time you want, but you go for walk. You take care of your health. This is what he said. He's an IPS officer. He used to be like very sincere in the sense what he eats, and he sleeps very well. Or in the sense, what I'm trying to say is that he will not be stressed. Okay, today I did not study 8 hours. Okay, then no sleep. It's not like that. You see movies and things like that, and he will also sleep. Many of the movies, for example, I used to borrow from him only, Balaji, and we used to go in the night. Exchange will happen. So this, I will Balaji will give this movie, and we will get movie from Saravana Vivek. But the point is that these are all offices. I'm not talking about anyone else. The thing is that we see people's schedule and things like that from a very few number of people, but that schedule has many number of people. And that if you happen to see in the list of people clearing, you can ask them. Okay, they will tell you what to study, how many hours to study. You can study as much as possible, how many ever things, books as possible. It is up to you, because you see, somebody would be from a having a family with kids. It's not possible to always be with books. They can dedicate some amount of time. Yes, 4 hours if you are able to do, very good. 4 hours, good. 6 hours if you are able to give, very good. Then it's fine. Or 8 hours if you are studying, please go, as Dr. Saravana Vivek said, go for walking. Please take care of your health. Please sleep properly. Think about all these things. This because these are all things, whether 4 hours is enough. Enough is enough. Okay? Because from a young age, for example, for me and all, from school times, 12th standard, they have made this obsession. You should not be. You should always be productive. 5 minutes also. Today, half a minute went away. You wasted half a minute today, so you should be angry with yourself. This has been from a 12th standard, but this is something which has to change, because I will tell you examples of people, very small people. Those small people, if they compete in our school system or they compete in UPSC, they will not clear at all. Okay, they will, very small people. One was I think he was a small person named, I think, Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, he was a very small person. He did not do very big thing and all. He was just, he was not a topper. He did not score many marks, I think. Okay, the point is that Leonardo da Vinci used to draw something, but after drawing something, then he'll be like, okay, something, okay, you'll go somewhere. Then 1 week you will not do anything. Then you'll come back again. Then you'll see this. What is this drawing now? Oh, then you'll draw something else. See, then the point is that, is he productive? And for example, if you think is he a workaholic? And if you happen to see the Mona Lisa painting is that, that painting is a very famous painting, right? That painting was ordered by a person for by to Leonardo da Vinci. He promised that he will give the painting, but for 20 years he did not even give that painting. For 20 years, in the sense that the person who had ordered it kept asking for that painting. Leonardo da Vinci kept carrying that painting, saying that today, no, no, today I cannot work. Tomorrow I will work. Today I'm not in the mood. Okay, tomorrow I will work. But the point is that till in the sense, the Mona Lisa painting was at his deathbed. So till the last moment, he kept making some changes. He kept doing something. He kept improving things which he thought was necessary. Was he? If you think about it, was he productive? Was he? If you are a goal-oriented person or doing everything in workaholic, was he a workaholic? But the point is that he is a good painter. So he was a good painter. That's it. He was not a workaholic, but he was a good painter. Or another person, he's a very small person. He did not do very much. I think his name is Charles Darwin. That Charles Darwin, and from his book, that is Origin of Species, from his book only this productiveness concept is taken. This self-help books have taken this concept of productiveness or survival of the fittest, running each minute. You have to be, for example, my school 12th standard and all, I remember this only. they you have to run, otherwise no seat will come. You will not get seat. But the point is that this came from that book only. But if you happen to see, Darwin never used that word, survival of the fittest. That is the irony of this whole thing. But leave that aside. But what I wanted to say was, in writing that book, when he was writing that book, there are letters. His hand written letters are there in Cambridge site. You can check that site. In that, his letters are there. He would be writing, today only 4 hours. 4 hours only I am able to read. I am not able to read more than that. Today I am taking a break. I am not able to read this book which I am writing. The book he is referring is Origin of Species. The book I am writing, I am not able to write at all. Today I am not going to write. Okay, no, today leave. Okay. The point is that if you think about it, was he productive? Was he, or did he mark today 8 hours in Excel sheet? Today 8 hours I did. Yesterday 10 hours I wrote. Is this how we are going to live, or is this what you as a person aspire to be? You have to think about it. If you happen to see, there is a quote, they keep saying this, idle's mind is the devil's workshop. What I would say is that some kind of devil is necessary. The devil that they mean is chaos. Yeah, some kind of chaos in your brain is necessary. Some kind of idleness is necessary for you to create something. Creating something is different. You can, for example, be working to workaholic 12 hours, 16 hours. You can do whatever they say, or someone say something, you do, and you can do. But whether you are going to push it to the next level, you have to innovate to the next level, whether you are going to create a new thing, that needs a little bit of chaos. That needs a little bit of devil that you have to go through. That needs a little bit of idleness. Every minute being productive. Every minute, either I have to be productive, or I have to I have to go somewhere and enjoy things. Some amount of chaos and space to yourself is necessary for analyzing and imbibing things and understanding and going to move forward. So as an officer, you will require that. As an officer, you will definitely require that. You're going to be the nation builder. And how long are we going to be thinking about being happy about someone becoming the CEO of a very big MNC? We are happy that somebody became CEO of Google. but we should be thinking in the next. So now it is our time to think about why we are not able to make Google, or why we should be able to do that, right? We should be able to think and innovate and do things like that. How long are we going to be only the CEO? That should be the thought in our mind, instead of thinking that okay. But the point what I'm trying to say is that have a sense of what you are, who you are, how much time you can study. Have a sense of that. You will know that. You will have a perspective of that. You will know your goals. You will know how to achieve that. It is a race that you are going to run. It is your life. You take your chance and you take your time and you take as much as possible, and you can move through that goal. What I'm trying to say is, be like Newton, in the sense that the tree that he was watching, watch that apple fall. You sit down, you watch that apple fall. Let the whole world run, let it run, go somewhere, run. You keep watching that apple. As an officer tomorrow, you keep watching that apple. Let that apple fall. Let that apple fall. You will change the world, and you will give this world something called as the theory of gravity. Let the world run. Okay, you create this gravity. You create something new. Let the world run. Thank you.